Okay, it's time for another deep cleaning video. We are deep cleaning, yep, you guessed it, the daughter's room today. My first job when I start any clean, literally any clean, is to put something on in the background to listen to or let me get distracted by while I clean. Now, I'm waiting for the TV to flame and load and do its thing, so why not have a wee dance before it starts? Today's programme of choice is going to be Below Deck, I think. Let's get into some nitty-gritty cleaning. She's asked me to deep clean her room as the second room I do in the house because if you've seen my other videos, you will know baby cat has been scenting and marking everywhere, and this room is her favourite hotspot to do that in. It absolutely pongs. The reason the camera keeps moving, please don't freak out, is because baby cat is underneath the camera. She is attacking the tripod, and that means the camera every so often will just shift a little bit. So if you see that happening, that's the reason why baby cat is causing chaos yet again. So I'm going to start by taking everything off this wall that needs to come off. So the hangers from her clothing rail, the light, there's shelving bits behind here, stuff that doesn't need to be behind here because she can't use it, so it's pointless having it there. I brought a massive plastic storage box. I say massive. It's the biggest one we've got in the house. There are bigger ones available. But I got a big storage box, and what I'm doing is Alyssa likes to sort of hold on to things. And a lot of the stuff she hasn't used in years, but she doesn't want to get rid of it. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to put it all in the plastic storage box. I'm not throwing out, that's not my place to do that, but I am putting it into a storage box. If she hasn't used it in a month, what we'll do is revisit it. If she can find a space for it in her room, then she can have it back and put it in the space in her room. If it's something she doesn't have space for, but she's still very attached to, it will go into a storage box for going into the loft. Things like memories, like baby teddies and things like that will go into a storage box into the loft or stay in her room wherever she sees fit to keep those items of hers. And the rest, if she hasn't missed them in a month and they aren't sentimental, she doesn't miss them, then we will by agreement just get rid of them. But I'm hoping this will help her declutter this room. There is so much stuff in here and there is nowhere to put it all. It's ridiculous. Hopefully by using the tote box technique, she will literally only have stuff in her room that she needs and wants and has a place for. And that will help her to keep this room a lot tidier. I realised I came upstairs without a bin bag. I'm not going to do a very good job of deep cleaning a room without a bin bag. I clean this room about once a week now, and I always seem to come out with one bin bag full of rubbish. And I think that's because genuinely the kids snack in here a lot. They buy vast quantities of it. They use most of their wages for it. They sit in here and fester all day and eat junk. They are grown-up children, so you know what? If that's what they choose to do with their wages and what they choose to do with their lives, that is what they choose to do. I have no say in it. Quite frankly, when I was her age too, I would also spend most of my time in my room snacking. Now, I did debate going through this pink unit. I didn't want to go into Alyssas' personal stuff, but I do know that this pink unit doesn't have any actual personal items in it, so I felt quite safe going through it. This is the big plastic box I referred to earlier. I literally dump everything that isn't actual rubbish in that box, and like I say, she'll have a month of it in the box. If she hasn't used it in a month, we'll go through the box, and anything she desperately wants to keep, she can have back. We'll find a home for, and it should help her keep the room clean. I also wanted to go through this unit because it is covered in dust and old cat food. It needs to be cleaned, and as part of the deep clean, that means it has to come out, it has to go in the bath, and it has to be scrubbed, and you will see that later in the video. Some of the stuff you'll notice I'm not putting in the box or in the bin, I'm putting off to the side. This is partly because some of the stuff actually needs to go back downstairs where it belongs, and also partly because it's books I'm interested in reading, so I'm going to borrow them. I will make Alyssa aware I've borrowed them. I'm not just pilfering them out of her room, running away with them forever. I am just going to borrow them. I am interested in reading them, so I will let her know that I've taken those books. But yeah, that's why they're not going in the box or in the bin. I would like to read them. I also found some bits that probably would belong in her makeup box or in her bedside table stuff, medical stuff like soothers and things like that. So yeah, some of the stuff will be moved to a different location in her room. Just using my patented sling it all to the other side of the room to clear space technique here. This is one of the dreaded snack bags. It's full of rubbish and snacks. How they know? I mean, I'd be really disappointed if I reached into my snack bag, grabbed onto what I thought was a piece of yumminess, pulled it out, and had already eaten the darn thing. So I've tipped it out everywhere, and I'm going through it and throwing away the empty packets. Do you know, I think possibly we need to find a way of putting a bin on his side of the bed. These drawers I know just contain underwear. I don't know why I opened them up. Perhaps I was going to get rid of like useless knackered underwear. I don't know. But I know what's in them. I don't know why I bothered opening them. Just to be thorough, I suppose. So they've got these boxes underneath their telly and they can never get into them because the top box has baby cat's bits just stashed on top of it, so they can't open that one. And the bottom one underneath has his Xbox on top of it, so they can't get into that one. What's the point of having boxes with stuff in them that you can't get to? You clearly don't need that stuff. So what I'm going to do is dust off this TV unit, shift all the clothes back to the other side, and take his Xbox off of the bottom box and put it underneath the telly. That way they can still use the Xbox, they can still watch Netflix and Prime, and they can actually access what's in the boxes. We got them so one would have her towels and flannels and stuff in it, and one would have bed linen in it. Currently one has one towel in it and the other is full of junk and I think 2 blankets. But they can't get to it because the stuff's in the way. So she uses one towel on repeat and I have to wash it every time she uses it. So she's got it again for the next time she wants to use it. And it just sort of stays in the laundry system rather than ever being put away. This way, she'll be able to put her clothes away. Now, I was trying to clean the dust out of the vent grate for his Xbox. I don't know how long that dust has been on there, but it's welded on. I need Q-tips to get in the gaps. It's just, I can't do it with a cloth. So I'm going to give up. We're going to move on. I will get some Q-tips and I will come back and finish the job properly. able to get much more done and start finding homes for things, I need to clean the area by the door. The stuff I've added to and the just deep mountain of stuff I've put between myself and the exit. I need to get that cleaned up and sorted out. Then I could start finding homes for things that are staying in the room. If you've watched my other videos, you know I'm missing a fork and a plate. I guess I just found it. I did find a spoon in here as well, which was such a lovely find, but at least we now have all our crockery and cutlery back where it belongs. Yes, I do allow my children to eat in their rooms. We do have a dining table that they are welcome to join us at, should they see fit. We tend to eat in the living room off our coffee table instead of sitting at the dining room table, but they're welcome to join us in there as well if they want. They have made the choice to eat in their rooms. Don't know why they prefer doing that, they just do. For the most part, they are really quite good at bringing their plates down. But I'm guessing what happened on this day is Alyssa had dinner upstairs while he was out and she didn't bring her plate back down. Ben is very good at bringing their plates back down. Craig is very good at bringing his plate back down. Alyssa is very much like me. We are not very good at bringing our plates and cups back down. It's almost like once we've put them down, we forget they exist. And they've been lost to the world, really. So that's probably what's happened. She's eaten her dinner, she's put her plate back down. Ben has not been there to remember that the plates need to come down and hasn't brought them down, and that's why we're missing it. It's just been hidden up here. One of the things I really need to get Alyssa to do is go through her makeup. Some of this stuff in here is so old, it's probably no good anymore, and some of it she probably doesn't even know she has or even uses any longer. So I need to find a day when she's off work, she can sit down with me and we can go through everything and throw away what's old, run out or whatever, and just clear this down because she has so much stuff. She can't possibly use it all, and we're struggling to find storage for it. This is Baby Cat's scratching post that all her makeup and stuff is on. So Baby Cat can hardly use her own toy because of the amount of stuff that's on it. Baby Cat still does use her toy, but she can't get to all of the benefits of her toy, shall we say, because of all the stuff that's on it. So we're going to clear it down and find somewhere to store it. Hey, that pink unit we were cleaning earlier. Once that's been deep cleaned, she can have the top drawer for Baby Cat stuff and the bottom drawer for all her makeup and lotions, potions and hair stuff. Great idea! Great thinking, future me. It's after 2 o'clock in the afternoon while I'm filming this. I do want to shampoo her mattress and get it deep cleaned. Unfortunately, with it being so late and also very, very early spring, late winter, it's not warm enough for me to shampoo her mattress and have it dry quickly enough that she will be able to get into her bed tonight. So that is one step on the deep clean I am going to skip over at the moment. I will be deep cleaning the mattresses in the summer, but unfortunately for now, like I say, it's just going to have to be a step I skip. Unless we get some coal in, and then I can get the heating on and I can get the mattress in front of the radiator and it will dry within a couple of hours. For that to be successful though, I need them up early door. And that's not really going to happen because, well, they're both night owls. So they're up really late, they sleep in really late. There's no way I'm going to get in here early enough to deep clean the mattress, get it in front of the radiator and allow it time to dry. It's not going to happen. It's definitely going to become a summertime deep clean job, but that's fine. there is that much laundry. I'm not entirely sure I can pick it all up, so I'm just going to kick it down the stairs instead. It's a very efficient way of doing it, actually. You don't actually bend or lift anything heavy. You just keep kicking it down each stair. Eventually you kick it all into the kitchen where the washing machine is. Sadly, at this point you do have to start bending and lifting to put it in the machine, because you can't really kick it into the washing machine. But up until that point, it's real darn easy. So this little pile of stuff I've got going by the door is stuff that belongs in various places and doesn't currently have a home. I'm separating it into 3 main piles. Stuff that belongs downstairs in the electrical box we've got, stuff that belongs downstairs for washing up or cleaning products, so anything that belongs in the kitchen, and I've got another pile of stuff that is stuff I wish to borrow and will be finding a home in our bedroom. Okay, that's the floor space all done. Now we're ready to come back with the hoover. Not too bad, I don't think. So there were a couple of days between that last clip you saw and this one. This is the second half of the deep clean. I've cleared everything out of the room. I've just got the rubbish left to get rid of now. When you consider it was only done the other day, I am still shocked at the amount of rubbish that is coming out of this room every day. I don't know where they put it all. They're both skinny little bean poles, yet they eat and snack like crazy. I'm so looking forward to getting this carpet shampooed. For those of you who've seen this channel before, you know we've had a bit of a problem with baby cat urinating quite frequently around the bedroom. That is being taken care of by a vet, so please don't panic. She's going to be fine. We're getting everything sorted, but the carpet still stinks. So does everything else in the room. So it's going to get a good hoover. Now, I didn't realise at this point my hoover was blocked. It doesn't make a strange noise. It still sucks up some bits. It just doesn't do a really good job. And there's no way of knowing it's blocked until you realise, it's not sucking as well as it used to. So I have to unclear the blockage and then re-hoover the whole room all over again. Still, who am I to complain? Burns the calories. I need to get this mattress done first thing, priority 1, because it needs to dry by the time they get home. They checked into the hotel at 3 o'clock on Friday. It is now probably about 2-3 o'clock on the Saturday. I am quickly running out of time, but there is just so much to do around the house and all these other jobs that I just haven't had a chance to get to it. So I'm going to get to it now. I'm going to give it a good soaking on both sides, let that soap do the work and get it as dry as I can. We're putting the heating on overnight and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that will mean by the morning it will be dry enough for me to remake the bed. If it's not, I don't know what I'm going to do. Scrubbing this bed took me over an hour. I was scrubbing it for the longest time. Some of these stains have been on here for a very long while because we didn't have the carpet shampooer. Things have been spilt on it and it's been walked on. Alyssa for a while didn't sleep with any sheets on her bed. She went through a phase of not wanting sheets, so she just slept on the bare mattress. And of course that got the mattress extra grimy, and like I say, I didn't have the carpet shampooer then, so I couldn't clean it regularly. So these stains are well ground in, and it is a very old mattress. She's had the bed a long time. Like we said, the base broke a while back, so she's now just on the mattress on the floor, which she quite likes. And who am I to complain if she's happy and sleeping comfortably? I don't care if she's in a hammock or in a sleeping bag on the floor or a 4-poster bed. She is happy, she is comfortable, she's living her best life, so who am I to complain? We will be getting her a new mattress and bed in the not too distant future, but for now, we're going to scrub this one up and get it as clean as we can get it, try and get all those stains out. I did, in the end, spray it down with white vinegar. And that really did seem to take care of a lot of stains. You'll see in the next clip, or in one of the next clips, that the white vinegar really does work. So I recommend that. If you're struggling to get stains out of your mattress, white vinegar, fantastic stuff. And this is the muck I got off of both sides of the mattress. Now I did do both sides, but I couldn't in good conscience keep you here for a couple of hours watching me speed clean a mattress. So I'm adding white vinegar to the stains on the mattress, and it does do a really good job. A few years ago when we had a heatwave, someone on TikTok suggested putting tin foil in your window, and it's kind of etched the glass, so I need to get that off. I'm going to use vinegar and a Stanley blade for that, but also there is mould all around the window. There's muck in the window frame. These windows are just filthy, so I'm going to go back in with the trusty white vinegar. This will kill the mould. The bleaches don't kill the mould, it just sort of sends it into hiding. So I'm going to kill it with the vinegar and then bleach it off. The vinegar also did help loosen those etching stains. I don't know what they are from the tinfoil. And then the Stanley blade was just enough to scrape them off of the glass. And they're not there anymore. They've been there for years. But white vinegar to the rescue. Now the windows are finally clean. I'm going to get in with my Vax Rapid Carpet Shampooer and some Astonish Carpet Cleaner. I've got some nice warm water in the tank, and I'm going to go long and slow over every inch of this floor because I do not want to miss anywhere baby cat may have had a little toileting accident. I want this room to smell fresh and clean and beautiful. So, like I say, everything's getting moved around and every inch of floor space is getting deep cleaned. Now, you can see from the tank, we got a lot of muck up off these floors. This is just one tank full of the mucky water we got up. So satisfying to clean. It's just after 1 o'clock in the morning. But before I can do anything, I have to repot this. Because baby cat knocked it off the side. So, with that little mess cleaned up, we now have to clean up another kitty cat mess. There's dried on food all over the top of this pink unit. So I've got the dreaded bleach spray out, and I'm going to give it a good soak in the bleach spray before I get the scrubbing brush out and give it a really good scrubbing. And actually, once it was soaked in the bleach, it came off really quite easy. I was surprised. I thought this caked on muck would take a lot more effort to get off. But it didn't. This unit is supposed to come apart, but for the life of me it would not go. I gave up in the end trying to scrub in all the nooks and crannies. took it into the bathroom and just hosed it down with the shower. Thankfully, the water pressure from the shower was just enough that it blasted all the dust and muck out from those little nooks and crannies that are just too fiddly to reach. Now everything is clean and dry and doesn't smell of cat urine, it's time for me and baby cat to put this room back together again. You can see what a good job the vinegar's done of removing stains from this mattress. There are still one or two that are really stubborn. They'll go off in time. It was only when I moved the mattress did I realise that I forgot to bleach the flaming window. So I'm going to get in there quick and do that now. Unfortunately, the mould will not come off even with the bleach. So when we redecorate her room, it does mean we're going to have to peel all the sealant off and reseal it. But I've cleaned it the best I can. The mould has been killed. It has been bleached. It's just stained the silicone sealant. So, you know, everyone's going to live, it will be fine, and it doesn't smell anymore. I'm sorry, can we all just take a minute to love on baby cat a little bit? Sitting on that mattress, overseeing my work, keeping an eye on me, keeping me company. She can be really cute. She can be really darn annoying when she wakes up at 1 o'clock in the morning, tipping over plants and crashing around the place. But she's a menace, but we love her. One thing I did notice I missed, I don't know how I missed, I've gone out of this door, goodness knows how many times during this clean, is this patch of muck here. For some reason they don't like to use the door handle when they open and close the door. They push and pull it from this bit here, so it's got grubby from years worth of finger marks. I don't know when the last time we painted this door was. Either way, bit of bleach, ooh, good scrub, and it's gone. So, you know, we're starting as we mean to go on. I haven't always been good at cleaning. I've just started to love it over the years, and now it's kind of who I am. So we're going to make up for lost time. There's always things we miss. So the carpet shampooer did loosen some hair from the carpet. It's also the next day after I shampooed the floor. So obviously baby cat's been walking in and out of here. So have I. The dog's probably been in here too. So I'm just going to give it one more quick hoover round, just to make sure there's no muck or anything where there shouldn't be when I finally move all the bits of furniture back into their places. And now I get to hulk all the furniture back into its original place, like some feng shui weight-lifting challenge. I am very tired by this point. I've had no sleep last night. I've hulked furniture in and out of this room, and when I tell you, I genuinely don't know the amount of times I've run up and down our stairs. I'm not lying. I'd go downstairs to grab a couple of things. I'd grab one of those things, completely forget, that I needed a second or third thing, come back upstairs and then have to go back downstairs for it again. I mean, I've lost count. It's driven me mad. And this thing, I probably could have emptied it, but it would have taken me 3 times as long, because obviously then I'd have to carry all the stuff backwards and forwards from the room. So I just hulked it full of what's in it. Clothes mainly, and then a few of Ben's bits. But it kept catching on everything, and it drove me insane. I was so relieved when this finally ended up back in position. So just here is the immersion heater cupboard, and it's got a bottom part to it and a top part. The top part has a little shelf. On this little shelf, I did find all Alyssa's bed linen in a box we'd brought to store the bed linen. It got put up there and we forgot all about it. So now I'm going to grab it all out so it's where she can see it and she can still use that little cupboard up there for storage. I also wish I'd been filming when I cracked my head on it. I mean, it'd teach me to leave the doors open. I thought if I leave the doors open, I'll remember that stuff's up there and then I'll get it out later. Promptly proceeded to bend down to pick something up, come up a bit too fast and donk. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. Thankfully, I didn't hurt myself too bad and I was able to carry on the good clean and get this room back to perfection. Alyssa currently doesn't have a duvet for her bed. She has lots of blankets for her bed as baby cat weed on the duvet. I'm not washing it by hand. Neither of them could be bothered to wash it by hand, so it went in the bin and she's going to buy a new one, which she hasn't done yet. They're using blankets currently. I mean, it is really warm in her room. She's got the boiler and a radiator in there, so it does get hot. So they're using blankets for now, and they're with them at the hotel. Can't really put them on her bed just yet. My final job of this mammoth deep clean is to take all the bits that we put in our room and put them back into Alyssa's room, ready for her to enjoy clean and fresh. She's got room to store all her stuff. Baby Cat's play tower is actually accessible to Baby Cat. Her artwork is back on the walls where it belongs. She's got a clean, fresh bed, minus her blankets that are with her. Everything's been polished, dusted and cleaned to a T. I really hope she likes it when she gets home. She's got space for everything and everything has a place. I've even cleaned the spideys and the cobwebs away for her. Once it's decorated, this room is really going to look lovely. But I do hope she loves it and it doesn't smell of cat pee anymore, so that's a bonus. I really hope you've enjoyed this deep clean and you'll come back for many, many more. Bye for now.